Hello and bienvenidos to Life's Questions and Lessons. I am your host, Charity Youngblood, and I am so excited that you are here with me today. This podcast is unedited because life is unedited. Now, let's get started with today's question. Are my boundaries set in stone? Are my boundaries set in stone? So, I recently had a wonderful trip to Phoenix to visit my aunt and my cousin and a friend and her new baby and her husband, her new family. And it was such a wonderful time. But while I was staying with my aunt, she asked me if I wanted to go to this music festival that started at 5 p.m. And she was like, yeah, they have this really cool festival and, it starts at 5. And I immediately went, no, ma'am, that's a hard pass. That's during my wind down time. And she thought that was the funniest thing ever. And she called the friend that was actually going to go with us. And she says, you have to, I just have to let you know Charity's not going to go with us because she's going to be winding down. And her friend was just like, wait, what? And I told her, I said, Miss Pat, that is during my time where I wind down. I have very strict boundaries about my wind down time. When it starts, I'm not playing no games. And so I thought this was a perfect question to bring to the podcast because I have heard from a lot of people that it is really difficult to set boundaries. And so if it is challenging for you to set boundaries, my first question, or my next question, I should say, would be why? I set boundaries for myself because there's a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of things that are important for me. And in order for me to do those things and to show up as the person that I really want to be, I have to have adequate sleep. I have to have adequate rest. I have to protect my energy and I have to protect my time. So there is no no wiggle room, when it comes to my boundaries. But really challenge you and encourage you to think about this for yourself. If your boundaries are not set in stone, why? Why? And I'll just leave it at that, right? If your boundaries are not set in stone, why? Why not? When you think about, saying no, usually setting boundaries is sometimes just the form of saying no to something. If that's something that is difficult for you, I challenge you to dig a little bit deeper into that. You cannot be everything to everyone at all times. And you have to really understand the importance of putting yourself first. That's what boundaries really are. You're protecting your time, your energy, or the things that are most important to you in your life. So, those are the questions that I had on my heart today. Really hope this episode was helpful for you. As always, please rate and review this episode wherever you're listening to my words. And if it was helpful for you, please share it. We are here on this planet to help each other. So if it was helpful for you, please share it. And until next time, take care.